All right, well, we are back here at the Lassages playing field. We are about to commence game number 2 for today. And we are going to pick up the action shortly. It's the Ginger Generals. They are coming up against the Saffron Strikers. Saffron Strikers who have been struggling somewhat. They really need to get a win today to sort of put some sort of confidence, you know, in their campaign. They have really been up and about, down, up and down here and there, not really doing the business as defending champions, and so they want to bounce back here and see how they can close off their season on a high. The Ginger Generals, they've been like a runaway train of late, looking to pick up maximum points. Saw Lawrence yesterday, hard-hitting innings, and just may want to continue on that vein today. With me is Rafael Crooney, and we're going to bring you the action for the first half of this innings.
Thanks, Rondell, and again, conditions are a lot better than early on today. The sun is shining. Still some high clouds, but just to the far side of the venue. But as you rightly said, the Saffron Strikers, who certainly have not played the best game in this tournament, really would look to really see if they can turn things around against the Ginger Generals, who would have shown some of the top players coming good in the previous game.
So the umpires have called play, and we're just about to get the action going.
Wide ball.
Jamie Buddy coming from the main pavilion end. Starting with a wide. Not really seen Buddy with the new ball. So this would be new for him. Just needs to settle down. That's much better. This is ball on target. We've seen that the wicket offers something for the pace bowlers. You know, they can get something off this wicket once they bowl good line, good length, hitting good areas. And definitely coming up against the likes of you and Jeremiah, you want to be spot on and begin to really force him to play good, proper cricket shots. That one beating the inside edge, so pretty streaky from Jeremiah to start, Buddy changing the pace somewhat. Really not anything venomous from him, but just a slight deviation, having Jeremiah playing down the wrong line.
Yeah, slow delivery, and Gerald Jeremiah, it is Johan Jeremiah was only into the shot. Took the inside edge, go down to long leg. But again, we already see some variation in terms of the bowling of Buddy.
So on the line of the leg stump, just pushed back firmly to St. Paul, who does well.
So we see the Jeremiah brothers, Johan Jeremiah and Gerald Jeremiah. So we certainly will have to maybe call the first name.
And Jeremiah is inside the wicket. That's Gerald Jeremiah hoisting this one over the backward square boundary. 6 runs to him. Beautiful shot. He just got inside and whipped it. Used the pace of the bowler. Good result.
Yeah, superb shot. He really quickly got into position. Ball short of a length. And just angling maybe just around the leg stump there. He was quickly into his wicket and hit it smoothly over that long leg area for 6. And certainly is a convincing shot, and a shot that should give him a lot of confidence.
Well, we've seen him. He has been threatening Gerald Jeremiah. Has been threatening. Few innings, he got good little starts. A little 20 here, 25, but has not really carried on to put on that top score. But what was important is that he was part of that partnership with Lawrence in yesterday. And I think that gave the team some confidence that they could steamroll the Cinnamon Pacers.
Yeah, when we look at the Ginger Generals, you think of batting in the area of batting, GM Benjamin. Then you have the likes of John L. Eugene, Johan Jeremiah, Gerald Jeremiah, Lyndon Lawrence. And these are the mainstay in terms of the batting.
Good quick single. Good comeback delivery from Buddy, but Jeremiah just equal to the task. Dropping the hands, rotating the strike. Good start so far. 9 of the first over, 1 delivery to go.
Yeah, these players are basically really make up the batting. These are the ones that expect to really lead the batting. We have seen just one yesterday with the failure of Johan Jeremiah, but Lyndon Lawrence coming into his own really played a good inning in the last game.
And that one is gone. That's gone. That's lifted high over the mid-wicket boundary. Johan Jeremiah getting a full pitch delivery, dispatches it for 6.
Yeah, not a bad, a slower delivery attempted there. It was full. And Jeremiah really swung into it and hit it way over mid-wicket for a huge 6. And like Gerald Jeremiah, putting away those loose deliveries. Played a beautiful shot.
Yeah, the bowlers, they really need to be on song here. As we said earlier, the wicket does do a bit. The bowlers can really trouble the batters as we've seen, but you just need to pitch it in the good areas.
Yeah, what we have seen in the earlier game is that bowlers were able to extract a lot of pace, probably a lot of bunks off the wicket. And certainly, as you say, if you bend your back, you put in, you're going to get. It's a wicket that would encourage fast bowlers. And but this first over bowler Buddy there, he tried against slow ball. I think they are just looking at the height here. Probably the umpire just consulting with the third umpire with the height of that delivery. We see them trying to bowl slower deliveries. And that particular one, the second one he bowled in the over, the first one was a full toss. Jeremiah was only into the shot, went down to long leg. And this was another one which was full and was hit for 6. And just probably maybe too much of first over, too much variation, but trying that slow ball. Certainly it was full and Jeremiah gave it a full treatment.
Yeah, really. When you get bad balls, you want to put them away, and he has done just that. So that has brought up the end of the first over. The first over bowled by Jimmy Buddy. He completed that over. Some 15 runs came off it. So pretty healthy run rate for the Ginger Generals after over number 1. We have seen that since the change of wicket, the totals have dropped. It has dipped somewhat, and I would like to maybe credit that to some good bowling, and bowlers being able to use the wicket well. But we've also seen some atrocious batting.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you. You see some terrible batting.
Let's go, let's go with it. Yeah.
Strike Sean Williams. Jeremiah going for 1. They're looking for 2. Well run there by the Jeremiah brothers. Jeremiah just pushing that one, turning it. No much pace to work with. And he weighted it really nicely.
Yeah, smart batting. You didn't hit it too hard, just enough to pick up 2.
Nice. Jeremiah, go on. Listen, yeah.
So right, Sean Williams, he's bowling from the road end. Good delivery, just on the edge of Jeremiah's bat.
Let's go, right.
What we've noticed about Raishon is that his ability to slow up the deliveries. Not able to pierce the gap there.
Yeah, you have to make the pace, and you could see him just focusing on trying to get it in the right area.
Gets over the head of the man there at cover and races into the boundary. Gerald Jeremiah, he is in a really good mood. I think he has placed this really well, getting top results for that shot.
Yeah, good shot by Jeremiah. He, actually, you can see that right foot coming out to the pitch of the delivery and just lifted it over cover. It looks so easy. That's why we continue to speak about how you time in, you get in a position and you time that ball really well, hit it over cover for 4.
So a no ball signal now by the umpire. Free hit coming up. Jeremiah. This one is shot. It forces him somewhat on the back foot. They must just one. So good comeback delivery from Williams. Just pushing it through a little faster. And really good result for him. It didn't go for a boundary.
Yeah, well bowled by Williams, and he kept it close to the batsman, so you really didn't have the room. And you can see Gerald Jeremiah really forcing himself, trying to get as much into it.
And Johan Jeremiah inside. This one is not going to carry to the boundary, but they're going to run 2 very quick runs. But that was a good shot. He got inside the line of it and just used the pace of the bowler to help it around through the backward square region and pick up 2 easy runs.
Yeah, and really had to put a lot into it. There was no pace and really had to force it. I think this is why he didn't go into the boundary.
Gone, and that's it. Jeremiah is bowled. Seems to have come off the inside edge and has gone back onto the wicket. We'll see it again. Definitely we'll see it again, but the base is disturbed. Jeremiah goes.
Yeah, and still not so sure that he's being bowled, but the umpire is just checking on the third umpire just to confirm that. But again, Jeremiah looking to, again, that shortish delivery, looking to pull. And just seemed as though it come off maybe his body, maybe his gloves or something. We can look at it again. But went straight on, hit the leg stump.
Yeah, coming off the tie, or the tie pad rather, and hitting the bails, dislodging the bails. So Jeremiah goes, a big blow struck. He can be dangerous. The Saffron strikers will love to see the back of Jeremiah. I mean, he's gone for 9. That is 9 or 5 deliveries. He was threatening.
Yes, they both look very well. And it all looked as though this pair would have given us something really good. And Jeremiah, they looking to force that shortish ball. It's probably stayed down a bit. And it was really too close to him. And missed it and was bowled. So very important blue stroke there. They picking up, that's the Saffron strikers picking up that important wicket of Johan Jeremiah.
Well, Jeremiah goes, but there is no relenting. It's the hard-hitting Lyndon Lawrence. He has stepped into the wicket. We saw how destructive he was, and if that piece of form that he's in from yesterday continues today, then the Saffron strikers, they could be under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and for the sake of the game, it's good to see that batsmen put their head down and bat properly. As you continue to speak about the wicket, there's no danger in the wicket. You can feel confident playing a shot on that wicket.
So after 2 overs, the score 25 for 1. We're into over number 3, and it's going to be bowled by Kem Charles. Jeremiah goes hard over the man there at cover and races into the boundary. 4 runs to Jeremiah, 4 good-looking runs. He really just played through the line of that one, and a good result for him.
Yeah, give him a little bit of room there outside there off somebody swung. Just hit it over cover. And it went down to the boundary for 4, but give him the freedom there that he really could have really swing that bat and pick up another 4 important runs.
Good comeback delivery there by Charles. Jeremiah looking to cut. Think it was just a little too close to him.
Yeah, but also bounce a bit more.
Short delivery down the leg side. A good take there by Matthew. Think Jeremiah just looking to power that one, might have missed. Again he goes hard but straight to the fielder. Again he rehearses the proper shot, what would have yielded better runs had he just come forward and stroke it through the cover region. And there he goes, over the top. And it goes all the way. 6 more runs to Jurel Jeremiah. He races on to 24 of 12. Good, proper cricket shots.
Yeah, very good shot. Ball over pitch. And he got into position and lifted it over wide mid-off. And picked up a maximum.
So Charles, 2 deliveries remaining, 11 gone in his over so far. Jeremiah looking the part this afternoon, 24 from 12. 2 4s and 2 6s so far. What has been noticeable is that he has been hitting the ball with not looking for too much power, but with really good timing and placement.
Yeah, and also getting close to the delivery, and it makes it so much easier that you can use a lot of timing and placement, which is so important in this format.
Well, makes a good sight. If you're a batter, you can look at Jeremiah and look at the way he plays and really just utilizing the power play in a really orthodox fashion. Inside the wicket he goes, pulling. Man out there at backward square or forward square rather. And pick up 1. So he rushes on, 25. Charles, 1 delivery to close off his over. Going for 12 so far.
1 delivery to come. Big Lawrence here, buddy. Big Lawrence.
We'll be happy to pick up the wicket of Lawrence with that 1 ball remaining.
No.
Again, badly lined, but I think he's gotten away with it. And that brings up the end of over number 3. The end of the 3rd over, the Ginger Generals, they're going along 37 for 1, a run rate of 12.33.
Yeah, and Charles going for 12 in his first over. Not really a bad over, but went for 6 and a 4. He has shown that he's one of the bowlers that picks up wickets at regular interval. But 37 for 1, the Ginger Generals off 3. A good start. You look at the batting to come, I think they are looking to set that sort of foundation probably for the next 4 overs or so that they're going to really push on. But 37 for 1, a good start.
Okay.
So Ryshawn Williams continues from the road end. And Jeremiah in this mode, watchful but not afraid to really capitalize on anything loose. Forcing this one through the covers. Really well played. It's the race is on. Has the fielder stopped it there? It seems like he has done so. But again, good cricketing shot from Jeremiah.
Yeah, really good shot. Picked the gap, and as you see the feet came out, he stroked it nicely.
Again, this one coming off the edge. Williams bowling well, despite that ball going to the boundary a while ago. He has really bowled well. He has flighted the ball. He has, slowed it up. Jeremiah inside the wicket, pulling well, but it's straight to the fielder. Jeremiah goes. Good catch taken there by I make it Sylvester on the mid-wicket boundary. Coming across, pulling it slow. He really had to put some momentum into it, but unfortunately not being able to clear that man. And Ginger Generals lose their second wicket. Gerald Jeremiah caught Ruel Williams, bowl Ryshawn Williams for 27.
And again, good bowling by Williams. You have to give him a lot of credit there. Keeping things really tightly. And you could see Jeremiah, even though he played some pretty good shot, good drive, but was looking to clear the boundary, was looking to get runs, and was only able to pull this one straight down to the field at mid-wicket, and who took a simple catch. But really, one has to give credit to Williams, who has really been bowling well, not giving much away, picking up that very important wicket. 39 for 2 Ginger Generals. The wicket of Gerald Jeremiah, as we see diminutive Benjamin, GM Benjamin, now replaces Jeremiah.
Well, Ryshawn Williams, that is, he's going to be happy. He has picked up 2 wickets so far and has only gone for 12 runs. And in the context of what we've seen, he's done well so far.
Yeah, very good start, making it difficult for the batters.
So again, really no much pace for the batter to work with. Really must commend his bowling. 1 delivery remaining. Again, shot. No much space, so they will have to run. Go for 1. That's all there will be. Ruel Williams came off the boundary like a tracer bullet and swooped, picking up really good fielding there from Williams. And the over comes to an end. The power play has ended. Ginger Generals are 40 for 2 at the end of the power play. Relatively good power play.
Yeah, good spell by Williams. Really good spell. He picked up 2 for 13 in his 2 overs, but really kept a good line. And as you said, really was slowing it up. So he wasn't bowling too fast, but just slowing it up. So, causing the batsman to think and make adjustment. And we could have seen in the wicket of Gerald Jeremiah there, he was looking for a way to overcome, just to continue scoring. And Williams made it really difficult. The one that was slightly short, he quickly rocked back and hit it, but really hit it in probably the right direction for Williams, straight to the mid-wicket fielder, and picked up that wicket. He really would have bowled a really good spell of 2 overs, picking up 2 for 13.
Yeah, really kudos to him. Jeremiah just selecting the one fielder that was out on the boundary and placing it straight to him. So he would feel happy, Ryshawn Williams, with his day's work so far. Now we're going to see Ruel Williams. He's coming from the main pavilion end, and he's going to be bowling to Gian Benjamin.
Yeah, another young player that has shown a lot of promise. Do have a lot of talent. Again, this is one of the bowlers really that skillful, uses his head, a lot of variation. And it will be interesting to see him bowl today at 40 for 2. They would have been very happy to pick up that second wicket.
Yeah, Ruel Williams, I think the only bowler in this season to pick up 5 wickets in an innings. Tells you that he's been bowling and bowling well. Good start from him. Only 1 from the fielders. Well, the batters capitalizing on some pretty slow fielding there from the man down at the backward point boundary. Crossing for 2.
But Ginger General would need some sort of a partnership here.
And this one is cut, and he has cut well. 1 bounce for over the man at third man who was up in the circle. And a good result for G and Benjamin. Another boundary for the Ginger Generals, 46 for 2.
Yes, safe shot. Ball slightly short, lifting, and he flashed hard, and it flew down to a vacant third man position and picked up a boundary. Very safe shot by Benjamin.
Well, Williams, we haven't seen him much from the pavilion end, but he's now bowling from the pavilion end. Hasn't really settled in the typical Royal Williams fashion. That's more of what we know of him. Getting it in just the right area. It's not really bouncing that much. And he bowls, he tends to get the ball wicket to wicket. Again, changing the pace somewhat. Well played by Benjamin. So far, the Ginger Generals, they have gone on at a steady rate. The current run rate 10.07. At this rate, they certainly going to cross 100.
Ball is coming right arm over.
Somehow they seem to be the team that is really challenging the 100 total regularly. Ooh, a lot of chatter happening out there. Just trying to make sure that they get the field positions as they want it. The Saffron strikers.
Yeah, just a little concern about the field placement there. The umpire probably getting involved, but we are out of the power play now, so. It's 47 for 2, and we in the fifth over. Some concerns shown there by the umpire, but we about to restart.
Badly lined delivery by Williams. Just showing a bit, Williams hasn't really looked settled coming from this end. One wonders why he chose this end, or is it that he didn't really have the option, but he seems to be struggling. Yeah, good hustling too. Batsmen doing just what is needed, just rotate the strike, build a little partnership, you know, get themselves motoring. 50 for 2 in over number 5 signals a good position at the halfway stage. Again, this one bang on targets from Williams. It's a single to end the over. After 5 overs, it's 51 for 2, the Ginger Generals.
Yeah, and good comeback here, 51 for 2. But I do agree with you that Williams doesn't seem to be himself coming from this end. Wonders why. Normally you have an end that you bowl very well, and we still tend to see that these bowlers are changed on to the other end. But picked up, went for 11 minutes over.
The law says you cannot have more than X outside. Never sit on the ball inside. But if they're missing a player.
51 for 2. That's Joseph. He looked like going to take up the attack from the road end.
Yeah, well, again, Joseph relatively fresh to the top or road end.
Middle.
Has bowled
Middle.
most of his bowling innings from the pavilion end and has done well. So I think they're just experimenting a bit, the Saffron strikers.
Lovely, lovely.
A lot of thought has to go into what they do because they're facing up against Lyndon Lawrence.
One side, one. Get it.
Yeah, a bit of sloppy work there by the fielder down on the boundary. Not really getting that ball back in quickly.
Yeah, ball pitched up, hit down to long off. Very, very firmly by Lawrence. We know he hits the ball really well. And this fielder on the boundary.
Yeah, five one side.
So the umpires just converging there.
T10. T10.
Joseph just overstepping.
Yeah, really a big no ball. You really overstepped that long way.
Yeah, that one was really a long way over the line. Needs to get something behind that line, Joseph.
Yeah.
A beautiful shot by Lawrence. Again, Lawrence seems to be in that mode. I think he's just taking a little time to get his eyes open, but he's seeing them and seeing them really well. That was a good shot.
Yeah, superb shot. Over pitch delivery, given the right treatment. Even though he actually pulled away, didn't get a foot across, but hit it well. Came off the middle of the bat and rushed down to the extra cover boundary for 4.
This time he goes hard. One bounce to Williams, who's going to rifle the return to the keeper. Good throw. That's the sort of hustle that you need. Saffron strikers really wants to get something happening for them in their favor. They've really been up against it of late. Slower delivery, cut well to the man there at third man. Lawrence seemed to have been struggling there. A bit of an awkward bounce from the outfield might have saved him, but he really was struggling coming up there.
Yeah, well, actually it was a really good run to come back for 2 runs. The ball was in the fielder's hand, and they did well to pick up 2.
Yeah, wide delivery from Joseph. Really the sort of discipline that they need. It's not showing the Saffron strikers. Yeah, a lot happening out there in the middle. Benjamin and Lawrence are really running the Saffron strikers a bit ragged. Strikers will need to settle down and just have a focus. You only have 4 overs remaining. 4 overs and 2 deliveries remaining. Score 63 for 2. Not a bad position to be in.
Yeah, 63 for 2. You'd rather be in that position with just about 4 overs to go.
And Lawrence just losing his weapon there. Looking to hike Joseph somewhere over the mid-wicket region.
Yeah, good bowling.
Ball miss, bat left. Keeper miss ball. A lot of drama happening out in the middle. But all is well that ends well. As Joseph brings up the end of the over. His over going 4-11. And the score moves on to 64 for 2 after 6 overs.
Yeah, good over by Joseph. A lot of variation. That last delivery was a slow on outside the off stump, and Lawrence was really only into the shot. And there was nothing for him to hit, really. And the bat flew the mid-on direction. The batsman's scampered by in the process. But good start to Joseph in his first over. 6 overs completed, 64 for 2. With Lawrence on 10 and Benjamin on 10.
Yeah, Benjamin 10 from 8. Lawrence 10 from 8. So they're going along nicely. What is more important is that the partnership is 25 runs. So they have not lost any wickets since the fall of Gerald Jeremiah. Good offer there by Lawrence, looking to lift body over the top. Delivery just moving away slightly. Again, good line, good length from body. Good offer there, good throw from Ryshawn Williams. He came in really quickly from the long on boundary and was able to curtail the 2 runs that the Ginger Generals were looking at. Good hustle.
And yeah, Lawrence looking to put a lot of pressure on the fielding team. Really looking to scamper every available run.
What you feel there?
$65 for 2. And we are in the 7th over. Jamie Body in his 2nd over. He has gone for 16 so far.
So these two putting on 26 and 18 deliveries. That's good going by them. Benjamin down the track looking to pull. Goes for 1, and that's all there is. But he just, again, using the change of pace, using the little off-cutters and leg cutters to try and throw off the batters from really being able to free their arms.
Yeah, it makes it very difficult. You cannot plan for one type of, even though it's one bowler, but in terms of the deliveries that he bowls, they all varied.
Yorker length delivery played out too long on. And this is what you need if you're going to restrict the Ginger Generals, especially the 2 batters at the wicket. They can be very, very explosive. And so keeping them at bay would be very important. Benjamin goes. Fielder running back, taking a good catch, brilliant catch, and good just reward for Jamie Buddy, picking up the wicket of Gian Benjamin, who looks to force him off that length, getting underneath it. Cyrus running back and taking a brilliant catch. Really good catch by Cyrus.
Yeah, you're right. You were looking to really force it. Again, it comes down to the bowling of Buddy. This over had been pretty tight. He tried to keep one line. And there Benjamin looking to clear mid-on. or cleared long on, not getting hold of it, and really giving an easy catch to the field at mid-on. So Ginger Generals have lost their third wickets, 67. I think the minute time he hit it, he knew that he was in trouble. Went down to the captain, who took a good catch, having taken both hands just slightly above his head.
Yeah, good running catch there, but more importantly, that brings to the crease Denroy Charles. And he is pretty hard-hitting batter. Has not really featured much in this season. Has gotten maybe one or two little starts. Not really gone on to make anything of great significance. Quick cameo from him here. Can't see the Generals past 100.
Wide ball.
But he's just straying there a bit. Good delivery, turned into the onside. They go for one, looking to put the fielder under pressure.
Over.
So we have seen the completion of the 7th over, 69 for 3. Ginger Generals. Just been, we see that the Saffron strikers just seemingly pulling back a bit. Run rate now is 2 over 3 overs remaining. 9.86. 69 for 3. Lawrence on 12 and Charles on 1. We have been able to see the Lawrence really coming off with some big shot again. Credit to the bowling of Saffron strikers.
Saffron strikers, they've really done well to restrict the hard-hitting ability of Lawrence. He has been running most of his runs, and not really the sort of flashy, flamboyant innings we saw yesterday. You look at it and you ask yourself, is it the wickets, or is it that, the bowlers have really been on point in terms of how they bowl to him?
He has been much better bowling with more spin, and you could see that they are much more disciplined in the line and the length in which they bowl him. So
Daryl Cyrus, the captain of the Saffron Strikers, he comes in. Looking to bowl to Charles. Picking up a single. A lot would depend on Cyrus here and how well he bowls if they're going to really restrict the Ginger Generals.
Yeah, and to be fair, Cyrus hasn't been himself. We haven't seen the best of Cyrus in this tournament. We look at that delivery, it was really wide. It's like a wild delivery there. Really have not been himself. He have been bowling the way that you would expect him to.
Yeah, I think you look at Cyrus and he still is you're not getting that vibe from him, but he has to come back here. He needs to come back here. His team needs him to really, just put his head down and bowl some wicket-taking deliveries and look to restrict the Ginger Generals. This is what you need from Cyrus. Again, inside edge. What is significant to note is the pace at which he's going through. You recognize that he's slowing it up. I think he has taken the cue from Ryshawn Williams and just looking to slow these deliveries. It's ball into Lawrence, who swings it. One bounce.
Well.
Really, Lawrence not being able to put away these deliveries. So kudos to the bowlers. Charles swings through the mid-wicket region. Go for one. That's all there would be. So in the context of what has been happening, another good over. Cyrus only 5 going off his over. The score 75 for 3 after 8 overs. And it tells you that they have done well to restrict the Ginger Generals. They just need to close off these next 2 overs.
Yeah, much better over from Cyrus. He did bowl some quick delivery, just a little on the short side, but really have been given the room for the batters really to hit across or to get under. Only pick up 5 runs in this over. He will be pleased. Just keeping things tight for Ginger Generals. They're 75 for 3 with 2 overs remaining. Lawrence on 13 and Charles on 4.
Yeah, Ruel Williams with the ball. He has not picked up a wicket in this match as yet. I know he will be looking to continue where he left off. That last match he had a fifer. And will be looking maybe to get a couple of wickets here. Just to help to restrict the Ginger Generals. Into Charles. Lifting this one, and Ryshawn Williams takes that very easy catch. And this is what Ruel Williams was looking for. He is a wicket-taking bowler, and right away he has gotten a breakthrough.
Yeah, but Charles was in no position to play this shot. I think the ball came into him, and he actually ended up playing with the tide, but really was in no position. Played it down to long on. And the fielder coming off the boundary, Williams, he taking a really simple catch. Again, the bowlers making it very difficult for the batters to get the ball across the ropes. And Williams picking up another wicket.
So that is the end of Denroy Charles. Brings in the hard-hitting Che Duncan. And again, another player that we know can clear the boundaries, but we haven't really seen that sort of prolific batting from him this season. I think the bowlers have bowled to him really well, and they would need to continue to do so because he can hurt you.
So they have 11 deliveries remaining, and certainly they will want to pick up as much as they can in those 11 deliveries.
Slower ball from Williams. Really, Williams just bowling wicket to wicket, slowing it up. Ever so often pushing through the faster Yorker. There he goes, targeting the pads of the batsman, not really giving him any room. And I think this is what they have done well to Lawrence today.
Yeah, very good bowling. Ball right up into the legs of Lawrence. And he can't do no more. Ball coming out the pad, they're picking up a bye. But really good bowling.
Again, slower delivery. Just bunted down to Ryshawn Williams. They continue picking up the singles. 78 for 4. Some 8 deliveries remaining in this innings.
I think they will be very disappointed, Ginger Generals, if they're going to end up with anything less than probably 90. They started off very well.
Lawrence lifting this one. Will he find the gap? Yes, he does. Buddy out there on the mid-wicket fence, but couldn't stop it. He was well placed. It was really well placed and picking up a very important boundary for the Ginger Generals.
Yes, a safe shot, and I don't think he got it where he wanted it, you know, but picking out the boundary, this is what you want. You want to make sure the ball goes over the boundary as regular as possible. And that came more on the inside edge, the outside edge, and go down to backward square for 4.
Well, Lawrence moves on to 17 from 15 deliveries. Goes again. This time he goes forward, and the ball just eluding the field there. Really putting in the hard yards body, but the ball just taking a little bounce and going over his head. Another boundary to Lawrence. So see, he seems to be picking up some momentum now.
Yeah, it was well played. See, Williams is looking to really stay very close to his path, not giving him room. But Lawrence was able to pick this one up, hit it over mid-wicket, picking up a well-deserved 4. He moves to 21, 86 for 4, with 1 over to go. So they should get on the 90 rounded, probably 95. They'll be happy to get the 3 figures 100, but one expect they will at least get to 90 or 95.
Well, with Lawrence out there, I definitely think 100 may be on the cards there. He has the ability to really hit them and hit them big. Joseph may want to have something to say about that as he bowl. He will be the bowler tasked with closing off the innings. So far, he has bowled well. His 1 over, his first over went for 11. And 1 run coming off the first delivery in this over. So really a good delivery from Joseph on the toe of Lawrence. Lawrence not being able to get that bat down in time.
Yeah, has been good bowling by Joseph. Ball pitching somewhere on middle and leg and going further to the leg, and Lawrence style looking to give himself room. The ball crashing into his pads.
Wide delivery there, just outside of the lines.
Yeah, bowling to a plan, really trying to trick Lawrence there. This one was slow. It was a bit wider. Really, there was no way Lawrence could have reached that one. Not that it was very wide, but Lawrence looking to give himself room.
Again into the pad of Lawrence. So Joseph really just mixing it up nicely in terms of the line that he bowls. 1 out, 1 in. You know, just trying to get the batsman to think about what will come next.
89 for 4. 3 deliveries remaining.
Slower delivery.
Once again, it's on the leg.
Joseph for thinking, really thinking. Hasn't given away much. Again, really well bowled. Duncan looking to maybe just find a gap there.
It has been a very good over by Joseph so far. Out of 4 deliveries. It's 2 runs conceded. He has kept him really quiet.
And this one shot and lifted well. And that's cleared the ropes. As the umpire signals 6. So really, Lawrence looking for it. He had to change it. It was a slower delivery, but he was really in good position and got a maximum result.
Yeah, good shot by Lawrence.
Getting into the wicket and pulling well. And that one beats no one out there. So that's a free shot for him. And as I said, with Lawrence out there, you will look to get to the 100. The Ginger Generals, they close their innings on 101 for 4. Lyndon Lawrence finishing on 31 of some 20 deliveries. So really a good end to the innings for the Ginger Generals.
Yeah, they would be happy to end at 101 for 1. But again, Lyndon Lawrence just coming to the party, playing another good inning. He has taken 2 boundaries in his last over, 6 and a 4. Must be pleased with the sort of form he's in now. 131. There are runs on the board. 101 rather for 4. That's runs on the board, and certainly they would still think that they with a good chance to defend that. Rondello, as we looked at the previous game and the low scoring, you never know what is enough.
Well, you look at what the Ginger Generals have done. They got a good start. They came off the power play with a bit of momentum, exactly 40 after 4 overs. The Saffron Strikers, they came back. They really restricted them. But with the fact that they didn't lose too many wickets, it means that the batters got in and they can now, really maneuver the ball around the field. I think this is responsible for them getting at a certain time. You never really thought they would have gotten to the 100, but they did. And now it makes a really good score in the context of what we've seen for the day. So just to run through for you the scorecard. Johan Jeremiah, he was the first to go. He was bowled by Ryshawn Williams for 9. 1-6 in his innings. Gerald Jeremiah was the next to go. He was caught Ruel Williams, bowled Ryshawn Williams for 27. Gian Benjamin, he came in for 18 minutes. He scored 11 runs and faced some 10 deliveries. Denroy Charles, 4 of 6 deliveries. And Che Duncan not out 2 from 4. And Lyndon Lawrence not out 31 from 20. Bringing the Ginger Generals total to 101 for 4. Jamie Buddy, the Saffron Strikers opening bowler, he bowled his 2 overs for 20, picking up 1 wicket. Ryshawn Williams, he had some really good figures. His 2 overs, 13 runs, 2 wickets. Kem Charles, his 1 over, solitary over. It went for 12. Ruel Williams, his 2 overs costed some 21 runs, picking up 1 wicket. Sheldon Joseph, 2 overs, 23 runs, no wickets. And Darrell Cyrus had his solitary over. He went for 5. And really and truly, the Ginger Generals doing well, getting up to 104. Compliments must be given to the Saffron Strikers, as they have really kept the score to something that I believe is gettable. So we're going to see you back shortly here at the Las Vegas playing field. When we get back, we will be ready for the chase.
So we're back here at the Las Vegas playing field to see the reply. Ginger General, 101 for 4.
Next time.
And we have Saffron Strikers, who would probably want to turn things around. They have been doing that well. But certainly they bowl well, Ashley. As I welcome you back, they bowl pretty well. And certainly would want to turn it around, try to get maximum point of this game.
Thank you very much, Crony. And I guess that this is what the intention is, but they have Larry Williams to contend with, bowling from the pavilion end here. He has been among the wickets, and they will have to dig in deep. I think the wicket is playing quite well. The bowlers are putting in the batsmen. If you really bat deep, as what Lawrence has done, you will surely get the kind of result that you want. 107 is just about 10.1 runs per over. Quite gettable.
Well, Kemp Charles, who started very well for Saffron Strikers, he did play some brilliant innings. There was one particular inning, he scored 56, really hit the ball all over the place. It's really important for him to settle down. Pick up a single off the first ball, Anil Matthew. Yeah, Kemp Charles played a brilliant inning, and certainly he's one of the players that will have to bat well if they're going to get up there. We have seen some glimpses from Anil Matthew. He will need to really settle down and make sure he gives the sort of start that is expected. But I think all in all, you have to look at people like even Nikobi. We haven't seen much of, but shows that he has the ability to hit the ball well. So they will have to bat well if they're going to get up to the score of 102, which is required for victory.
Yes, they have to bat well, they have to bat deep, and there must be a mindset, the team plan. I guess as much the Ginger Generals have different plans on Saturday, as we see Williams. He has been bowling quite well, as I said before, show the competition, and you'll expect him to continue doing the same.
Larry Williams, just there and thereabout. He does not do much. He's not very fast, but his line and variation, and then you look to move the ball both ways. He does show that he had that sort of ability and have been able to pick up some important wickets. So he's left arm over the wicket. Ball hit down to third man. One bounce and goes down to the boundary for 4. Again, short in length, and Matthews was able to get over this one, hit it really nicely down to third man, which is vacant, and he picked up the first boundary of the inning. Saffron Strikers are 5 without loss.
It's a good shot, and it's a good way to get up the mark.
Joseph rather playing that shot and not Williams, but was in full control. Played it well.
It's a good call, good response by Matthew.
What is required is really sensible batting, and just be very selective. Partnership is important. They'll want to make sure that, you know, the power play, that they does not lose much wicket.
Well, so far so good. It's a sensible cricket being played. The batters rotating the strike, and this is always good for batting.
So 6-7 without loss in the first over. As you rightly see, there's nothing rash. I think each ball was played on his merit, and this is what you want to see happening. You play delivery on his merit, unless you're in a situation where you have to manufacture something. It requires really a sensible batting. So 7 after the first over. Williams going for 6.
Well, they are just 1 run behind the Pasco. At that time, they're supposed to be 8, and they are 7. Not doing all that bad to start off with. They just have to maintain and continue playing sensible cricket.
Yes, important. Keep your composure as you. Charles, ball is swung high and long and goes over long on for 6. Good shot by Matthews there. Getting close to the pitch, not fully, but close to the pitch, and see a lot of power. You have exhausted there quite a bit of power and hit it really well over long on for 6.
Well, he really got on that well. Timing, keep his shape, and maximum.
Played nicely to mid-wicket, and let's see, they're looking for 2 very good running. A very good cricket there. This one shorter in length. And Matthew just coming back and just played 2 mid-wicket. And the fielder have some running to do. And he picked up 2 runs.
A very good start. Very good start. Very good cricket thus far.
15 without loss. Davis Charles. Short delivery swung. And that goes to mid-wicket. And down to the boundary for another 4.
Well, this is sensible batting by Anil Matthew, knowing that the power plays in effect. And choosing his spot well, getting into position and choosing his spot well, and really piercing it down to the backward point for 4. That's a very good shot, very good thinking.
19 without loss. Another short delivery, clipper wrong, and that's a really good shot. We speak about sensible batting, actually that was well played. He didn't go for the big hit there, he just came in, and just helped it around and placed it nicely. And the short finally had no chance. Backward square was in no position. And that ball traveled down to the boundary for 4. Really have been a good over so far. 3 4s in succession.
Yeah, this is quite sensible batting. A 6 and 2 4s, and he just enjoying so far good chase to 101.
Hit down to deep cover, pick up a single. So 24 without loss. Matthew on 18. We still have 1 delivery in the over. That has been a good over for Saffron strikers. Some 17 runs already been scored in the over. This one is swung high in there. Now the cover is going, but cover 1 is coming there.
Oh.
And unfortunately, there are 2 fielders crashing there. And the batsman are picking up a run in the process. But really, someone should have been calling there. And as we see, the both players, they're just bouncing into each other. And the ball obviously dropping. So we still see.
Well, basic cricket was not employed there. Somebody have to give some indication. Some calling have to be taking place outside. They leave. It's mine. And this did not happen. I end up in a collision, which I've had 1 player on the ground. The ball has been dropped. And the batters were getting some 2 runs in the process. And this is not good cricket at all on the part of Saffron, of the Ginger Generals.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to see this, There have to be some call in there. But I would think that both players' eyes were on the ball. So you have 1 coming in from cover, and from cover off the boundary. And then you have 1 probably feeling in a deep cover, running back. So nobody was actually watching each other, but looking at the ball, and they really crashed into each other. We still see 1 player is down. We'll probably just try to verify who is that player that is on the ground. But it's not a sort of situation you want to see happen in any game.
Not at all.
Where players bounce into each other and are injured.
And especially in a case where you want to get wickets and the ball is going to get out of somebody's hand, and it's not a pleasant sight at all.
Well, the physio is out there, Dr. Christopher. Player just seemed to rise his feet. Jeremiah. Just want to make sure. Yeah, just having some water. We seem to be up. We are happy that this does not seem to be any major injury.
The stretcher didn't have to come onto the field of play at all. So seem to be all up and seem to be all ready to go again.
So that completes the first over by Davis Charles. He went for 18 runs. Saffron Strikers, the 25 without loss. We had 2 completed overs.
Well, they are way ahead. They're supposed to be, 17, and they're 25, so they're way ahead of the run chase.
Yeah, good start. And this is where I would think a lot of communication is necessary. Sometimes you have to have a message coming from the dressing room. Just letting players know where they're at, what they're supposed to be doing. But good start by Saffron Strikers, 25 without loss. Williams, we're going to continue with the second over.
Same that Jeremiah seems to see that he's commanding, making some communication call outside is. Seems to be having a slight change in the field. Man moving into a wildish mid-on. So a good start to the over, or misfield, and as a result, they get 2 runs in the end.
Yeah, again, sensible cricket ball, push on the offside and take a quick single. And Williams not just missing, not really backing up effectively, allowing the batsman to take an extra one to move the total 27 without loss.
It's a lovely afternoon here at La Sagesse.
Yeah, despite we had some clouds earlier on, maybe we had a very slight drizzle just to the right of the commentary booth here. But condition remains really good for cricket. Not very hot. Sort of weather you will enjoy playing.
And breeze just reminding the flags that there is some energy outside of there. And the players enjoying themselves outside of there. The Ginger Dinners looking for wickets.
So we now see actually that Jeremiah is now coming off, so probably a bit on dizzy side. He's now coming off. The ball is hit, superb shot. Down to the boundary forward. That's a lovely shot. There's a shortish outside the off stump. And Joseph got back into really good position and really hit it beautifully through the offside. And it went really quickly down to the boundary for 4.
Well, he had to really position himself and had to really let the middle of the bat fall onto the ball. And what a beautiful shot.
31 without loss. He really hit that ball very hard.
Another good, smart single taken sharply. And so far, so well for the Saffron Strikers. They have been really into it, playing some very sensible cricket. 32 without loss in the 3rd over.
Pitched up and lifted. Over long on for 6. And again, that's superb timing. Ball pitched up. And Matthew came forward and just lifted it. Position, really in good position, and hit it over long on for 6. What a beautiful shot.
Excellent cricket shot. The timing, the position, the bat speed and everything was all into it. Very elegantly played.
So I don't know who says you cannot play orthodox cricket and still score a lot of runs.
Well, we
But
always
this
say,
shot was really superbly played.
well, we always say whatever you put in, that's what you get out. And Matthew and Joseph, they are digging very deep in there, different to what we have seen in the last run chase, where most of the batsmen, their head were in the air and just playing shots that were very atrocious, and they led to the demise. But here we are seeing a different approach by the Saffron strikers.
Yeah, 38 without loss, the completion of 3 overs. And in Matthew 24, Joseph on 13. We have seen, as you rightly say, actually some really good cricket shots being played in this inning. And this is the sort of thing you want to see at this level. But they do have a really good start. As we see Williams is preparing to take up the attack.
I'm very much impressed with Joseph. His approach, very cool customer. Whatever is there to be hit, he's going to hit it. And I think that what he has shown thus far is complementing Anil Matthew quite well.
38 with a loss. Yeah, just making sure everything is right with the amount of overs. Williams from the road end or northern end.
He loves that shot.
Play to extra cover in the field. We have seen on the offsides very short third man or deep slip, point, cover, extra cover, mid off, all up.
He enjoys playing that shot.
Again, play the backward point, slow delivery there. Batsman had to wait on it and just play it out on the offside. Now we have seen 2 dot deliveries. What could be important is what we see next.
Definitely so.
There's no need to rush. So let's see what comes after those 2 dot deliveries. Hit down to long on for 1.
Not timing this one properly. Saw it was short and get into it very quickly. Ginger General is really looking to get a breakthrough. It's a very strong reply from the Saffron strikers. Well, William just missing his run there. You have to take it all over again.
We have seen him missing a run on a few occasions. We just need to be consistent.
Got a good. And then Matthew just missing out there. We had seen he played one off the pad there for 6 earlier on, and he's just missing out there.
Yeah, I think that he probably looked to play it square. Probably looked to play a little bit straighter. But looked at it much squarer there, and they missed go into the pad.
Closing the bat just too early.
This one goes into there. Let's see. The fielder comes wrong and drops the catch, and ball goes for 4. Really a bad miss there.
Well, you're not supposed to miss in this. It was a shot that was not really convincing. got under it a little, just a little bit overrunning the ball there. But it's a simple catch for his level. Ball just going through the fingers and going to the boundary. Williams not happy at all.
Yeah, it was a slow, it was well bowled, so the batsman was only into the shot. And Jonathan Taylor on the boundary there really making a meal of it. So a bad miss, it scores 45 without loss. And Ronald Williams.
The strikers are in a very strong position. They're supposed to be, what, at that time in the fourth over, supposed to be 35, but they are 10 runs ahead. And it's a good, welcoming start for the Saffron strikers. Both batsmen, eyes are open, and they are playing quite sensibly.
So Williams, his 2 overs going for 19. Davis Charles, he had a 1 over for 18. Larry Williams 2 for 18, and Ronald Williams, he had 1 over for 6.
So the new bowler, Cleveland Williams, the leg spinner.
There we go, fellas. Power play down there. Let me work,
On the 19 leg spinner, Cleveland Williams. Bartholomew, that is.
And Joseph is hitting this one straight. The fielder comes off the boundary. Shortish in length, and he's back and hitting it back past the bowler. We are into over number 5, 46 without loss.
Anil going after Bartholomew there. I think that he just took his eyes off for a little while, and the ball just going past the bat. Got to stay in there.
That's well ball. Wait up.
Just leaning back a little bit, and Anil just punching it away, taking the single. So Bartholomew relatively going well. Just 2 overs he got, and so far so well, not conceding any boundary in the first over thus far.
Short delivery, swing down to long on. Fielder comes around, just was not able to complete that catch again. Chance going a big in there. Batsman rushing to play that shot. It was short, and we just need to be able to take his time just a bit more.
Well, yes, they have been doing that before, so there is no need to rush now.
Swung down to long on. This one going to be the fielder coming off the long on boundary, just to his left, but was hit well, even though it was dragged from outside the off stump. But able to pick up another boundary. That's Joseph.
And that bringing up a 50. 50 in 4.5 overs. Very good start indeed. The Saffron Generals. Very strong position.
Joseph hit it in the air. The third man fielder is going back. And they just drop in front of him, and they pick up a single there. Probably should have been more than a single. But 1 more run to Joseph. And the score on 54 without loss at the end of 5 overs.
Well, Bartholomew had been inducing the batsmen to play the wrong shot, a couple of the deliveries, but going to hand and not really taking it. And it had been a relatively good over for him in juicing the batsman into playing the shots that is not needed at the time, and so all goes well. That ends well. 54.
Yes, so Denroy Charles, who failed to pick up that catch on the long on boundary.
It seems like Jeremiah coming to the attack.
Yeah, the captain Jeremiah, Johan Jeremiah, picking up the attack. Again, he's coming from that northern or road end. Really looking to see if he could put some breaks on the score in 54 without loss. 5 overs bowled. It's 48 runs needed. This one is swung. Where does this go? Goes over mid-wicket for 6.
Well, you can't ask for a better shot than that. Very good and intelligent introduction. Yeah, it was not all that a ball that was pitched to, but Anil Matthew just stretching. He's a tall man. He just leaned forward into the length of the ball and really hit it beautifully for 6.
Yeah, it was not all a bad delivery, but it was well played. It's actually Sheldon Joseph there, and picked it up well and hit it over wide long on for 6. So again, Saffron strikers continue to motor on. They are 60. 42 runs needed. And we have 4 overs after this over. So in a good position to challenge that score. But we have seen over and over teams are in really good position, and all need is just some sensible common sense batting. And we see things would just fall apart.
Everything just end up like a graduation. You just go and pick up your certificate and come back. And you know, it's just a matter of the mindset of the players. What instructions are given from the dugout. And you go out there and play to your strength and not trying to do anything else different. And I think these 2 batsmen are doing just what the doctor has ordered. I guess they got the instructions from the dressing room that they need to give a good start, and they have given a start that is most welcoming. 60 without loss in heading into the 6th over.
Jeremiah with his second delivery, short delivery, hit cover. Cover fielder has some difficulty. That goes past him for another 4. Short delivery. And Joseph really giving it the full treatment.
Well,
the fielder on the boundary was square, and he picked the gap well.
Well, this is his favorite shot, Crony. Once it's shot outside the off stump, he's going to lay back, and he's going to really put back to it. A lovely shot indeed.
64 without loss. Joseph moves to 37. Now that cover fielder is being brought a bit to his right, a little straighter. Another short delivery. Again, he would have felt that he missed out there. As Joseph again looking to cut and make no contact.
This is good cricket. Jeremiah, realizing that he likes it outside, he decided he's going to push it wider. And so Joseph had followed it, but it was just too wide. The umpire just signaled it's wide. Looking to get him out on his strength.
Yeah. I really would have missed out, the Sheldon Joseph. Another shortish delivery down the leg side and looking to swing and just seemed to come off the body. Short and wide and hit where? Down to cover fielder who had some difficulty. The batsman come back for 2 more runs, but again, well struck there by Joseph.
Anything that is short outside the hour stump, he's not afraid to throw the bat at it.
Another short run goes in the air. Someone is going to get under this one. Let's see. And it seemed to.
Falls in no man's land.
Yeah, fortunately there that, you know, that one fell in no man's land. But another shortish, quickish delivery. This one bunked some more. And I think it really, Joseph was hustling to pull in again. And being a little fortunate there that you were able to get it in no man's land.
Yes, and the batting of Joseph and Matthew, they seem to be well complementing each other quite a lot outside. You can see them talking to each other. And this is very vital and important in cricket when you are building, chasing and building a partnership.
Yeah, you're so right. And this is something we need to see a lot more in the communication and in the wicket talking with batsmen in terms of where we are and who will take a particular bowler. And it's so important to have this sort of communication. Bartholomew is going to bowl his second over. His first over just going for 9. But that ball is hit straight. And let's see, straight back and down to the boundary for 4. Good shot by Sheldon Joseph once again. What was important here, he had it straight. Pick up another important boundary.
Yeah, the ball spinning away from him. He got into position and he hit straight. Very important. Very good shot.
72 without loss. Joseph on 44. This one goes down to long on. Again, Shade Duncan having some difficulty. Again, Denroy Charles is it having some difficulty on the boundary. So 2 more runs. 74, 46, Sheldon Joseph. This has really been a tremendous reply.
Sensible reply. Good batting.
Still 3 overs after this one. 28 runs required.
Thank you.
It's on hit down. Play down to the fielder on the extra cover boundary and pick up another single. Really nice conditions, actually. Really good conditions for cricket.
Excellent conditions for cricket.
So Joseph, 47, has faced 27 deliveries so far. 28 minutes, 6 fours and 1 6.
Relax.
Matthew. Anil Matthew, 25 on 25, 13 deliveries. He also had 2 fours and 2 6s. Matthew picking up another single. Ball stroke down to mid on, long on. So that completes the 7th over. Matthew moves it 26. Is not just double checking the umpires.
Yes, I think there is one more delivery in the over.
Yeah, still one more delivery in the over. Yeah, just one more. They're checking for no ball. We just are waiting to get a response from the third umpire. This has really been a strong reply by the Saffron strikers. Ball hit in the air now. Someone should get under this one. Let's see, no man's land once again. Ball dropping really in no man's land. And the batsman again picking up 2 runs. Again, this time again, Joseph having to reach for this one. And just hit it into what would have been a vacant mid-wicket position. So the mid-wicket on the boundary had to run in. Then he had the bowler running. And he picked up 2 more runs. That takes the score on to 49. And the score at the end of 7 overs, just 78 without loss.
Yes, a ball that that the leg spinner taken further away from Joseph, and Joseph liking that shot this time. He did not actually play his favorite shot, but he looked to take it over mid-wicket, and the timing, because it was a little bit slower, just able to get it into the air, and no one could have actually get to it, living a luxurious life there, taking him on to what, 49?
So Ronald Williams, he picked up the attack at that northern end. He has so far bowled 1 over, 6 runs. And he's going to come in for his 2nd over. And he's bowling to Anil Matthew. Pitch up, swung. Where did this one go? Went down to long on
the bounce. Connie, Anil seemed to favor the faster bowlers, ball coming onto the bat rather than the spinners. He enjoy having his swing against the faster bowlers.
Once again, we've seen the umpires coming together for some discussion. I didn't pick up, actually, did you pick up anything?
No, I did not pick up this one there.
You would find that most of our batsmen would rather the ball coming onto the bat than having to face the slow bowlers or the spinners. Those sort of bowlers would cause you really to think. Your judgment have to be right. You really have to be thinking. And sometime with the ball turning both ways creates a lot more problem. So I think they will rather come onto the bat. And not only happen here, but basically throughout the region.
Yes, I don't know which generation in the region will really bring that to pass. So Williams is going to continue. Joseph is on 49.
Well, he's actually been bowled.
Oh, well, I did not pick up this one at all. He actually been bowled. Well, he did not get to 50. I thought the ball had struck the pad for one moment and ricocheting out there.
Well,
Yes.
as we look at the replay here, it just seems as though from where we sit here, he just looked to swing across the line and probably maybe just hit the off stump.
Yes, yes.
Just hit the off stump.
Yeah.
You see one bail fell. If you could get, swinging, hitting from his body.
No,
he just seemed
fell back on his wicket.
Strange with out. Really, really strange with out.
Very strange way.
But I think it was a slower delivery, and he was into it very early.
Yes.
And you could see very close to the stumps. Quite unfortunate with out. Hit wicket.
And you could never. It has been a long, long time I haven't seen such way to get out, and it was very unfortunate. He has to go on 49.
Yeah, very unfortunate way to out. He had played a brilliant inning. He faced 49. He's made 49, faced 29 deliveries. Hit 6 fours and 1 6. But really played a good inning. Rishon Williams come in to replace him. He picks up his first run, so Williams to Williams. It's 80 for 1. We are in the 8th over. And actually, it's not over until it's over.
It's not over until it's over. Yeah, so a little bit getting a little bit close. The Saffron strikers do not have to panic.
Pitch up and lofted. Let's see this one. Clears the long on area and hit for a beautiful 6 by Matthew.
Well, Anil Matthew, that's a beautiful shot indeed. Look at, gets there, full swing, keep his position, eyes on the ball, and that's a maximum.
Yeah, slow delivery, but again he played really straight. He hit straight, he didn't try to go across it. And picked it up and hit it beautifully over long on for 6. So he moves to 33.
Again, Williams is missing his run. And that is what, about the second time in his spell thus far. So something that you got to work on.
Yeah, just seem to have to get it right in terms of his rhythm. What is important is that how you move off, and importantly you move off of the same foot all the time.
All the time.
So you have a rhythm. Basic. Play down the square leg. That's a lovely shot. That's all timing.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Got into position and really played it nicely down to backward square, and it raced across the field.
Look at that shot again. Lovely. Beautiful sight. Elegant.
So Matthew pushes on to 37 and 90 for 1. Saffron strikers. Only needing 12 more for victory. There's still 2 overs after this one. Drive through the covers. And the cover fielder coming around. Yeah, good shot. Really good shot play there. 1 more to the score at the end of the 8th over. Saffron strikers, they are 91 for 1.
So just 11 runs to get over this total. As the batsmen just have a mid-wicket conference. And this is what we have not seen much regularly for the day. The teams, especially in the chasing, having that conversation, that communicative thought to remind or to encourage whatever it takes outside of the day. And it's good to see that Saffron strikers, they have been doing that quite regularly.
Yeah, it's so important in building innings. You know, as you rightly say, in terms of encouraging persons, letting persons know what is happening on the next end. We have seen that being displayed regularly by the players.
You good there, Jerry?
All those things would help in terms of building partnership. Jeremiah, they're going to bowl a second over. It's a wide again. Wide of the off stump, and Matthew just stood up, hardly moved, let it go.
I'd love to see it, Jerry. Just come a little closer.
Pitch up, he's driving. This one goes, yes, down to cover.
Come out.
The ball just falling one bounce in front of the fielder. And then just miscuing this one a little bit.
Leg, please. I could get off that.
And all what is required is a run a ball.
Definitely so. Maybe just had the thought he can finish it.
Let's see how they're going to play this out. 93 for 1. Nine runs needed. Some 11 deliveries to go. Shot. Another wide. Jeremiah coming around the wicket and slanting the ball from the off stump, going further outside the off stump. Seemed a little disturbed, but I think the umpire was in.
He's in the
Please.
rightful position to see that.
Stays around the wicket. This one is driven straight down, straight back. Fielder comes across, make a good stop there. It's Charles, and they complete 2 runs.
That chest stay straight, Jerry. You're going too wide.
Very good bit of fielding there by Charles. Stopping what should be 4. Batsman get 2.
Another short delivery, and this one is hit in the air. Let's see. The fielder comes on, and they're going to pick up 2 runs in the process. I guess not getting hold of that short delivery. Again, ball going wide at the off stump and just having to reach for it and not getting the sort of power. But picking up 2 important runs is Williams.
Well, a maximum or a boundary can end it all here.
Pushes the score to 98 for 1. We're in the 9th over. Swung. And where does this go on? Go over mid-wicket for a huge 6. And what a way to win. Tremendous shot there by Williams, bringing up victory. 104 for 1. What has been a really tremendous performance by the Saffron Strikers.
Yes, excellently played. They have done it in the department of the bowling and fielding. They came out to chase, and they have really chased that 104 with timing, with precision, and the communication among the batters. I thought that they have done an excellent job this afternoon. Well played, Saffron Strikers.
It was one of the better performances that what I have seen in terms of chasing runs. I thought that the objective, the plan, it worked out really, really well in that we had a good partnership first up, and then we see the batsmen came out, with a plan in terms of what we are trying to do. They look very focused. I think they really went through it really calmly and certainly deserved that victory. They played very well. They bowled well. Remember Ginger Jonas had a very good start.
Yes.
They was able to come back to hold him to just 101. And then they came really strongly in terms of the batting. Very good partnership and being able to come through with a victory of 9 wickets. Certainly have been a tremendous performed by Saffron Strikers.
Well, this competition is beginning to grow tighter and tighter and closer in terms of the point standing. We will give you that sometime, but
so
as it is.
Yeah, just to give you a rundown in terms of the scorecard, we had Anil Matthew not out 39. He faced 19 deliveries, 42 minutes, 3 fours and 3 sixes. He played a brilliant inning. Sheldon Joseph hit wicket out in a strange injury, 49. 29 deliveries, 34 minutes, 6 fours and 1 6. He played a tremendous inning. And Rishon Williams just coming there just to clear it off. He ended on 11, just 4 deliveries. And his inning included one huge 6, that culminated the victory. Larry Williams had 2 overs, 19 runs, no wicket. Davis Charles, he had 1 over for 18 runs. Ronald Williams, 2 overs. The only wicket that fell, he had it for 19. Cleveland Bartholomew, 2 overs for 19. And Johan Jeremiah, 1.4 overs, no made, 27 runs, no wicket. Certainly, it was a good innings, a good knock by both Matthew and Williams, who certainly would have take the advantage when they started and played well. I think what was again evident actually in that inning is the choice of shots. We didn't have the big hitting. We didn't have persons swinging across the line and everything. Most of the shots were played well. Were good cricketing shots.
Yes, good
and
athletic
that
shots.
was good to see.
That is quite true.
So we are at the end of match 2, Kane. And one would hasten to say actually that this was we looked at match 1 for the day. This was certainly a different match in terms of the performance of both teams coming down to the end of the match.
Yes, we have seen excellent cricket on the part of the Saffron Generals. As you rightly said, they had bowled well, take back whereas the Generals are trying to run away with it with their batting, but they pulled back well. And so when they did enter to chase, it was one of the most intelligent chase I've seen for the day. And well played by Joseph. 49, unfortunately, he did not cross the half century. Matthew played very sensibly, and then Matthew came on, and Williams came on and joined Matthew, and they just finished the game quite simple. Basic cricket shots, though much of power hitting was focused on, but plain, simple, basic cricket.
Yeah, and I love the idea that you say that they were intelligent. You look at the shots in terms of how they were played. More than often they got into position and played the right shot. Yes, there were 2 catches, I think, which was dropped, but you could see the intention and what was the plan. They stuck to the plan and make sure that, they was able to take full advantage very early. And they didn't let off. That stand of 79, in my view, was a good one. Again, they weren't trying to do too much, but they were just pacing themselves. One notable thing that we saw in this run chase, again, was the communication between the wickets.
Yes, this was very, very important. They have been through it, reminding, encouraging, and giving all what it takes to make sure that they complete a job that was clear and precise.
Yes, communication was good. I think we know just about to have the presentation on the field. We see series is done. Well, we just await someone else just to join the presentation party. But yes, again, actually, the whole aspect of the communication was such an essential part, of the innings that make it at the end to end really well, in that they was able to get to that target with not much difficulty, and at the end, was able to take to reach home rather comfortably. Yes, definitely. We see, even as we see the end of the game, actually, in terms of the condition, sun comes out brightly, really have been good condition. Now we have to say that we were blessed, despite 1 day of rain. I think coming up to 2 weeks, we have been blessed with the sort of condition that we have, so that we can have those matches.
And also, we have to say that the curators, they have done a fantastic job. Some beautiful wickets. Whatever you put in as a bowler, you get it. You're digging deep as batters, you get result. That's what we have seen this afternoon.
All right, so I think we seem to be ready. Norman, let's just join Norman on the ground just for the final presentation of today's game.
Welcome to the post-match presentation for yet another exciting encounter between the Saffron Strikers and the Ginger Generals. With me as part of the party, I have Shiris, who's a member of the National Executive. And today's man of the match for his 49 runs of 29 balls, Sheldon Joseph, who will receive his award. And he would just come to say a few brief. Sheldon, an exciting performance today. How would you rate this performance in terms of what you have done before?
Well, to me, I always back my ability that I'm playing as a batsman, batting, bowling all around there. So I keep with the bat just as with the ball the same way.
How difficult was it to make runs on the wicket?
No, it was easy batting out there. Just had to analyze the game and pick and choose the ball to hit and carry on from there.
Wonderful. Congratulations once again, Sheldon. I would like to invite the losing captain today, the Ginger Generals, Johan Jeremiah. Johan, a tough loss today. How was the energy in the camp?
Yeah, it was unfortunate that we didn't win, but that's how the game goes sometimes. You have days when you're up, you have days when you're down, but it's how you bounce back.
Where did you feel that you fell short today?
We didn't score enough. I believe that we could have scored, let's say, about 15 to 20 more runs, and that was going to help us. But nevertheless, we still had to commend the guys for a good effort on the wicket. You know, it's a difficult wicket to bat on, so still kudos, and kudos to Saffron for bowling well.
All right, thank you very much to the captain of Ginger Generals, Johan Jeremiah, for another exciting encounter. We want to wish you all the best in your next encounter. Thank you. And now we'd like to invite the winning captain from the Saffron Strikers, Daryl Cyrus. Daryl, a victory for you today. How do you feel?
I feel great, and I know the guys put out a really good effort today. It was just a fun game, you know, because everyone knew that we can't qualify.
I know Sheldon would have given a top performance in terms of the bowling. How did you feel that you bowled today?
I think the guys bowled well, you know, to restrict the Ginger Generals for 101 run.
So you're looking forward to the remainder of the matches. How do you rate your team's chances to get into the knockout round?
Oh, well, mathematically the team cannot qualify anymore, but it's just a matter of going out and get another win for the team.
Great. So congratulations again to our winning captain today, Daryl Cyrus. And so this brings us to end to the party presentation. Another encounter of the Spice Isle T10 series as we continue tomorrow.